whatever it may be, from Kaivalya Dham or from Bihar School of Yoga. Anyone? Okay. Okay, let's describe. According to the Bihar School of Yoga, that first I want to say, all of you. So what Bihar School of Yoga, in that description it is written, the sloka is telling about, whenever it is discussing about Vajroli, they are giving two important things. One is, that is the milk, another one is the omen. Okay, these two aspects is talking about in Bihar School of Yoga. What there in slokas are mentioned, that if someone is, it is difficult to control over the milk as well as on an omen. Why it is said that he is here particularly for Vajroli Kriya, it is described about the union of a man and woman. Whenever a man and woman doing intercourse, at that time, means any sexual activity is going on, at that time what happens, the virya will be comes out, or the sukra will be comes out. From the male character, it will be comes out the sukra, that is the semen, and from woman side it will be comes out your what is that called? That is the rajas. Sorry, that is the rajas. Rajas will be comes out from the woman. Okay. So these two elements will be comes out automatically whenever one or two persons are coming in a sexual activity. So what happens in the Vajroli is prescribed according to the Bihar School of Yoga. So you have to conserve this two energy whenever you are conducting any sexual activity. Okay, according to the Bihar School of Yoga. Whenever you are just keeping it inside during that activity, then that is called Vajroli Kriya, because you are doing contraction in the pelvic region. So, but during the activity, he said. Okay, so after you continue your activity, then again the Vajroli Kriya is having two parts. Again, it is divided the two parts, that is the Sahajoli and Amroli. So, what is defined in about the Sahajoli? Now, whenever you are doing the intercourse, at that time, you have to take one burned cow dung and mix with the water, and that mix you have to put it in your genital region, or where is your private part. There you need to apply it, that mix. Okay, that is whenever you are applying that during the intercourse, that is called as the Sahajoli Kriya. According to the which school of yoga? Which book is telling about this?
Yes, please.
Your voice is not audible to me.
Bihar School of Yoga, ma'am. That is Bihar School of Yoga. Bihar School of Yoga says that, ma'am. First one, what you said, Sahajoli.
Yes. Yes. Now, I mean, this discussion is explained in the Bihar School of Yoga. So now you understand what is the Vajroli and what is Sahajoli? Yes, all of you please confirm me. All of you clear? What about others? Yes, Priya ji and Usha ji. Usha ji, are you getting my point?
So, what is the difference between them in Vajroli and Sahajoli?
That is, whenever you are performing the intercourse, within that time you have to contract your pelvic region and you have to just restore it, that birya or that nectar which is coming out, or the semen and the rajas, you have to keeping it to the inside and try to just pull up it to the inside way, means in the upward.
That is Vajroli. And
that is Vajroli. That is Vajroli.
Sahajoli is?
Sahajoli is in that time you have to apply that mix of
got it.
And water.
Understood. So at that time you have to do.
That is called as the Sahajoli.
Okay.
Next is Amroli. Amroli, what do you mean by Amroli? Here it is said that you have to drink the urine. Okay. Here it is prescribed that you have to drink the urine. The urine quantity and what are the which urine you need to take, that is said that that first half and the last part means first urine and last urine. Whenever you are do the urine process, the first part of the urine cannot be taken as the drink, and the last part also you cannot take. Okay, because that having biles. So what you need to do, the middle part of the urine you need to take, and it should be drink through your nose. Okay, that practice is called your Amroli Kriya. Okay, all of you clear? That is called as the Amroli Kriya.
You have to drink through the nose.
Drink through the nose. Okay. According to the Bihar School of Yoga, they are describing in this way. All of you clear? Then he said about different means your nectar you can consume if you are practicing it. Okay, the Amrut Baruni, which is coming out from the Chandramandal, it will be going to the upward direction, it will be preserved. So that are the things are discussed in Bihar School of Yoga. So all of you understood what is said about the Bihar School of Yoga?
Ma'am,
Yes.
here in Bihar School of that book you have shared in the group, ma'am, Bihar School of Yoga book.
Yes, yes.
Huh?
Mm.
Can you share it, ma'am, in the group, that textbook? We don't have
Okay,
that.
okay, today I will share it.
Yeah, soft.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
soft copy I have. I will share.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
Now all of you understood the Bihar School of Yoga, what he is trying to say, the description part. Now comes to the Kaivalya Dham. So what Kaivalya Dham book is prescribed, he first, yes, Sumaji, you last time you are telling that that is written Nari. No, that is also mentioned Nadi. I don't, that time I don't have book, so that I not refer that.
Kaivalya Dham, ma'am. Kaivalya Dham,
Kaivalya Dham,
Nadi.
yes.
Okay.
Nadi, because they are giving
Nadi.
importance
It is
on
written.
Nadi and Khira, means that is the milk.
Milk, yeah. Kshira and milk. Yeah.
Yes. But what happens in the Bihar School of Yoga, they are giving importance on Nadi and milk. But here the difference is he is just given the importance of Nadi and milk. So here milk means what they consider that their milk is which is coming out, the nectar. The Amruta is called as here milk. The Amruta or nectar which is coming out from your Chandramandal. Okay. So according to that sense here it is written that it is very difficult to control your Nadi as well as your nectar. So Nadi means here it is considered, they given little bit explanation. They're talking about the which Nadi? Yes, I already said in the previous class. Can anyone?
Chitra Nadi.
Chitra Nadi, very good. So Chitra Nadi is very much important whenever one person is conducting any sexual activity. So here the shlokas are defining this way that you have to control over your Chitra Nadi. So means automatically he is telling that you have to be control over your sexual activity, but they did not define against that. So, yes.
The Chitra Nadi means which, like, where exactly?
Chitra Nadi is more discussed in the Siva Samhita.
Okay.
Whenever you go through the Siva Samhita, because that is very Lord Shiva is like that Nadi very much. It is favorite one. Like that way it is discussed. Okay. Whenever Siva Samhita will be you completed at that time, it will be go there and discuss more about that. Okay, Chitra Nadi, it is the more main source of to controlling the sexual activity. What will be happen? That is because of the Chitra Nadi. So here Kaivalya Dham is described. If you control over your Chitra Nadi and control over your nectar, then that is called as the Vajroli Kriya. And how you need to do perform, how one need to do the perform, means what is the practice criteria? He just said that they are not defined anything about the intercourse or sexual activity. He just prescribed individually you have to pull out your air to the pelvic region on the upward direction. Okay, air, both are telling air. You have to push to the inside so that it will the air or the nectar which is coming out, means like in the male body it is the semen and in the female body it is rajas, that both should be go upward direction. But they did not define about the position, means in which position, like in Bihar School of Yoga, they define whenever you are performing the intercourse, that time you have to pull. But here they did not define anything that you have to first attempt that situation, then you have to perform. No, he just said individually the women and men try to practice in that way, so that the things or the semen which is coming out from a male organ, or which is the rajas will be coming out from a female organ, that should be go upward direction. Whenever you are performing the contraction in the pelvic region, and try to put the air in the upward direction movement. Okay? All of you getting the first? This practice is called Bajroli Kriya.
So what is this rajas in the female?
Female means which is the rajas means the sexual means sex hormone which is coming out, like sukra is the for the male. In the same way, the after menstruation cycle, because whenever one will be means sexual activity will be going on after the menstruation cycle, so mostly that time period it is said what do we say, sukra, like in the male part, male it is said as sukrana, that is the semen. In the woman it is as rajas, the red element which is present in the body of a woman.
Is Retas or Rajas, ma'am? Rajas.
Rajas. Retas is the red one.
Red one. Okay.
Now clear? Yes.
Ma'am, Retas is the menstrual blood, right?
Yes, menstruation blood. That we define in the Yoga Beats. Retas is coming out from the male woman organ, and that element is also present in the men also. That in Gorakshanath is discussing about that Yoga Beats. But here don't confuse. Rajas is means that is the semen. So that element is only it is present in the woman. That is they are giving a name, that is Rajas. Now all of you clear about the Bajroli Kriya? Okay, now next come to the your Sahajoli. So what Sahajoli is defined in Kaivalyadham, that he said that means whenever you are putting inside, means whenever you are conducting the Bajroli Kriya, that time that mix, which mix the cow dung, burnt cow dung and water mixed, that portion you have to apply in your whole body. That is called as the Sahajoli. Whole body. Kaivalyadham is said that you have to apply it in whole body, but in Bihar School of Yoga it is said that you have to apply in your private organs. Okay, that is the difference. The next is Amroli. Amroli is completely different, is defined in Kaivalyadham. What is it? That you have to means you have to drink the nectar which is coming out from your Vyoma Chakra. Vyoma Chakra means where it is present. Whenever it is discussed, we discuss in the whenever we are discussing about the Khechri Mudra. Have you remember? Where is the position? Vyoma Chakra. Yes. Yes, Ankita ji. Where it is present? Vyoma Chakra place.
Ma'am, crown chakra, top of the head.
No, Vyoma Chakra. I am talking about Vyoma Chakra. Akash Chakra, which is also said. Vyoma Chakra, it is present in the nasal cavity area. Okay. So both are just linked. They are telling you have to drink through the nose, but here Kaivalyadham is telling you have to drink through the nose, means this Vyoma Chakra area, but the nectar which is coming out from the whenever you are adopting the Khechri. Okay, Khechri is not defined particularly, but he said that from the Vyoma area, which is the nectar that comes out from the Chandra Mandal, that you have to drink it. So whenever your drinking procedure will be going on, that is called Amroli. But within all will be applied at the same time. Khechri, whenever we discuss about the Khechri, he just said that you have to apply how to Khechri. But here first he said that you are whenever you are pulling your semen or rajas towards the upward direction and you are controlling over your sukra, then you have to apply that cow dung milk. Cow dung and water mixed element that you have to apply in the whole body, then you have to apply that Khechri Mudra properly so that the nectar will be, which is dropping from the Akasa Chakra, that will be properly, you have to drink it. Okay, these are the difference. All of you understood now? Vajroli, Tahajali and Amroli, what are defined in the two books? Now it is clear? Yes, please confirm me quickly. Okay. Okay, now, so can we move to the next? Today we'll discuss about Sakti Chalana. Okay, I'm showing my screen, just. Let's see. So what I now I said about the Amroli, that is here. You have to drink. So what happens? What is the benefit is discussed here? The person who is drinking the urine through the nose, that person will be get Dribya Drishti Prajayata. Means that person will be able to get the Dribya Drishti. This is one benefit is said, just note out in the 98th sloka. Then Punsha Bindu Samakunchya means you have to, that Vajroli Kriya, whenever you are performing, that Rajas and the Bindu become contracted. And the person, means it is said, prescribed about the yogini in 99. Yogini means it is talking about the particularly woman. Means Punsa Bindu Samakunchya, some Samyag Abhyasa Patavat, Yadi Nari Rajo Rakhe Dvaisharo Lya Sapi Yogini. Means if a woman will be practicing this Vajroli Kriya in this way, means what are the prescribed format Vajroli, Sahajali and Amroli, then what happens? He becomes able to conjure his Rajas. Okay, that Rajas Sakti will be, or energy will be conjured by that Nari or woman, and that Nari becomes converted as a yogini through the practicing of this Vajroli Kriya. Okay. After that, in 100, Tasyaha Kinchit Draja Nashan na Gachati na Sansayaha. Tasyaha Sarire Nadascha Bindu Tameva Gachati. Means without any doubt, na Sansaya means without any doubt, that person, or it is especially talking about the woman, that the Nada and Bindu become united in that person. Nadascha Bindu Tameva means Sarire means in his body, but in her body, Nada Bindu become united. This is the another benefit. Write down what are the benefits I said about this. Then there is what are the rajas will be not wasted. Nasam Kinchit Draja. Adra means Rajo. Nasam na Gachati na Sansaya means without any doubt, that rajas which is coming out from the woman, that becomes not destroyed. Okay, because he is a mastery over the preservation. Because whenever you are performing Vajroli and Sahajali, that is only the controlling of the rajas and controlling over the semen or the sukra. So that is another benefit, that he or she is able to control over his any sexual activity. And also he becomes control over his mind only. Because of the mind only it will be comes out. So here it is said that Rajas will be control. And that person will be feel or experience the union of Nada and Bindu. Okay. Next is Sabindusta Drajas Chaiba Eki Bhuta Swadehi Go Vajroli Abhyasa Yogena Sarva Siddhi Prayachata. Another benefit, Sarva Siddhi. Okay, the person who is performing the Vajroli Kriya, what happens? Again and again telling the same thing, Bindu and Rajas will be get united. Okay, and the Bindu and Rajas, when it will be get united, then that person will be get Sarva Siddhi. Means whatever the siddhis will be there, that all will be get by that person by practicing only Vajroli Kriya. Then next. Rakheta Kunchanat Urdha Ya Rajah Sahi Yogini Atitanagata Veti Khechiri Cha Bhavet Dhruva. Okay. That the yogini, here it is said, yogini means it is talking about whom? Men or women? Yes?
Ma'am,
Women.
women.
Women. Okay, because here it is term is used as the yogini. The yogini, when he is conserving his rajas, what happens? How she will be conserving the rajas? By contracting the pelvic region. Yes or no? So when this contraction will be going on, whenever he is practicing the Vajroli Kriya, he becomes knower of Atita Anagata Beti, means which will be happens in the past, that also she is able to know. What happens in the present, that also she is able to know. And what happens in the future, that is also he is able to know. So past, future and present can be known, or the information will be get by that person who is practicing the which mudra? Which mudra? What is the name?
Vajroli.
Vajroli. And also you need to apply the khechli, because last term Roli Kriya, here it is defined that you have to drink the water, nectar. So here it is added Vajroli with khechri here. Here just remember the woman who is practicing Vajroli Kriya with khechri, that woman is become knower of past, present and future. Okay. So this is your 102, 103. Deha siddhim cha lavate vajrolya abhyasa yogataha. Ayam punya karo yoga bhoge mukta api muktitaha. Okay. Means here it is said that the bhoga means punya kara means that person is able to get the this materialistic world. Why he become bind? Because of the different type of attachment. So that he is involved in different type of bhoga. Bhoga means especially it is talking about the mithun only, or the sexual activity only. So that person after bind with this all materialistic world also, so he becomes converted as the mukta api. Muktita. Mukta api means he gets liberated. Means what he or she is because of this world, or because of the grahastha ashram, so all the women and men will be go through this intercourse activity or a sexual activity. But with that activity also, if he is performing the Vajroli Kriya, then what happens? They are become conserve his energy. When they become conserve his energy, so that is the proper, and that is the proper method to get the liberation. Here it is said. It's another benefit of the Vajroli, that if one is performing the Vajroli Kriya, then that person will be get liberated without any attachment, or without getting any attachment with the Bhoga Kriya.
Ma'am, this is with respect to Bihar School of Yoga.
Now it will be combined.
Okay.
Now after this sloka, they are combining. Both are coming in one. Okay.
Fine.
So now here it is 104. That is the Atha Sakti Chalanam. So now we are discussing about Sakti Chalanam. The Sakti Chalana Kriya is nothing. They are given different name, but it is discussed about the Bhastrika Kriya only. How you are performing Bhastrika in the chapter 2, Bhastrika Pranayama is discussed. That only defined here. Only the leg position is different. Okay, remember? But before discussing about the Sakti Chalana, first he is telling, this is very, very important sloka. All of you please note out. He is telling Kutilangi, Kundalini, Bhujangi, Sakti Swari, Kundalya Ruddhati, Chaite Sabdaha Paryavachakaha. Means how the say Kundali, like in the chapter, I think chapter 2, Swatmaram is defined different names or synonyms of the which term. In chapter 2, we seen that different names of
Kundalini only. ma'am.
yes.
Kundalini, ma'am.
No, in
Hmm,
chapter
Sushumna.
2, we seen that Susumna.
Shunna, sorry, Sushumna.
Susumna. But here in chapter 3, he is discussing about the different synonyms of your Kundalini. Okay, so what are the names are there? The first one is Kutilangi, Kundalini, Bhujangi, Sakti, Ishwari, Kundali, Arundhati. So these are the synonyms of Kundalini. So all of you please write it down properly, because questions are coming many times from these words that which on this what is the synonym of Kundali. Okay, the Kundalini, Kundali, both are the names are the synonyms. Kutilangi is the another one, Bhujangi is the another one, Sakti is also said, as we seen in the Yoga is also Sakti is telling, and it will be just reached to the Lord Shiva. So in that way you can remember. Sakti and Ishwari is also woman element. We already discussed in Siddhasthana Padhati that Kundali is a Sakti or energy, it is a female character. Okay, so that these names are considering in that way, it is the names are defined according to a woman. Okay, so these all are synonym of Kundalini. The next what is discussed here, and they are giving more importance on the Kundalini, means why Kundalini is there, what is the purpose of what is the main statement of the Kundalini, what is the nature, that is defined in this slokas first. So Uddhatayet Kapatang tu tatha Kunchikaya hatat Kundalinya tatha yogi mukhyadarang vivedayat. What do you mean by that? Just Uddhataya Utkapatam means if you want to open a door, so you have to know that the doors, you must have that door's key. Kunchikaya means the key. You must need that key. Okay. So like a door will be opened through a key. Similarly, the yogi, the Kundalini Tatha Yogi means which is the Kundalini is present inside the yogi. That Kundalini is, we already know in the human being, in the normal human being, it is state in which nature? What is the state of Kundalini?
Dormant, ma'am.
Dormant. It is already in a sleeping stage. Yes. So what, but if one want to get the moksha, then what that yogi need to follow? Yes. If a person want to get moksha, for that, what is the Kundalini will play the role? What is the role of Kundalini?
Awaken and reach this one.
Yes, to awaken is required of the Kundalini. Then only it will the yogi will be reached to the moksha. So here it is said that like how a door will be opened through a key. Okay, if you have that key, then it will be open. In the same way, if you want to get moksha, then the key of the moksha is Kundalini. Okay, they are given a just comparing that moksha is the dwara. If you want to get that moksha, then this is the Kundalini is the key for you. So you have to first you have that Kundalini Shakti. So that Kundalini Shakti, how you get? So that is describing the 106. Yana margena gantabhya brahmasthanam niramayam mukhyena chatya tadvaram prasupta parameshwari. Means when always the margena, yana margena gantabhyam brahmasthanam niramayam. What do you mean by that? By following this path, or if you go through this, what happened? The Brahmasthanam means which is the highest state. Highest state means the Shiva state or the Vishnu state or the Brahma state, which is the Sahasrara Chakra. If you want to get that state, then you have to open up the Mukhena Nakshatya Dwaram. Means you have to first open the door of the Kundalini. Okay, Parameshwari. Parameshwari means it is the synonym of Kundalini. So you have to first open up the gate entrance, which is in the asleep. Prasupta means in a sleeping state it is present. Okay, so that mouth you should be first you need to open if you want to reach or you want to get that highest state. Okay, so for that again he is describing the same Kandha Urdhe Kundali Saktihi Sukta Mukhyayo Yoginam Bandhanaya cha Mudhanang Yastang Veti cha Yogivit. Means what is it is tell that where Kundalini is present, Kandha Urdhe. It is present in the above of the Kandha position. Okay, where is the Kandha? We already discussed in the, I think in Yogavis also we discussed. Okay, where is the Kandha position? Yes, anyone? Kandha Madhya means it is near. Have you seen in the Kandharasan? Have you know about the Kandharasan? Anyone? Unmute if you know.
Setu Bandhasan.
No, Kandharasan. I am asking Kandharasan. Kandhara or Kandhasan. Someone is many are telling Kandhasan. Have you know about that? That asan, how one need to perform?
No, ma'am. First time I'm hearing Bandhasan.
In the exam, it was asked somewhere, ma'am, Kandrasan.
Just do it.
Is it Setu Bandhasan?
This one.
Kandarasan. Kandasan.
Kandhasan. Kandharani.
No, Kandasan.
It is.
The feet are joined together and lifted up. That is what.
This position. Okay. Where they are
Reverse,
placing,
ma'am. Feet,
so that area is called Kandha area. Okay, near your Manipura chakra or near your navel region. Now all of you getting the point, where is the position? Properly, this area. Okay, but they already defined the proper, I did not get the proper, means proper image, so that I never put that one. Okay. So there is the position, means near your Manipura chakra or navel region, near that area, the Kandha is present. So what is here? It is said that Kundalini Shakti sleeps above the Kandha. Okay. So he is telling that Kandha is Kundalini is slept in above the Kandha, but many texts are also telling Kandha is the present in this image. If you see here, sorry, here it is the position. Here, this area. Okay. So many texts, according to this text also, if we want to understand, so this is the past sloka is telling here, but the position what they are defined, it is here. So, but majority will go for the other text. They are telling the Kandha area is here, because in this area only fast Susumna will be blocked there, as we know. And the Kundalini will not be able to grown up or not be able to open up that area. Okay. So by the way, what here sloka is telling, the Kundalini, which is in the sleeping state, it is present in the which area? Kandha area. Okay. And that Kandha, when the Kundalini Shakti is the only reason and only way through which one yogi will be get liberated. Supta Mukhyaya Yogina means this Kundalini Shakti will be the only reason, or we seen in the Siddha Siddhanta, the only Adhar to get that Siva state, and one will be get that Moksha state. So always we try to Bandhanaya to Mudhanang means what are the bondages are there for an ignorant Modhanan means it is talking about the general people who are ignorant one. They, without knowing it, he just try to involve more and more in the materialistic world. But for a yogi, what they need to follow, that by detach from all the things and try to ignore this all the bondages, so that he is able to know of the yoga and he is able to know the energy of the kundalini to get the moksha. Okay, all of you getting this one? Yes. Please confirm. Yes or no? Yeah, my voice is audible or not?
Yes, ma'am, audible.
Why others are not giving the answer? All are here or not? Please, whenever I'm asking at that time, please unmute once and tell me, because I'm unable to see your thumbs up. I'm not joined with my phone now. I'm only joined through the laptop. Okay. So in this slokas, he is just talking about the importance of Kundalini. That you have to first understand. Means what are the names he first defined? Why Kundalini is required? They are giving more importance to that. That if you are a person want to get the moksha, then he must require his Kundalini Shakti to reach that higher state. So, and the normal state of Kundalini is it is in dormant state. Now he is defining that what is the form of the Kundalini, means how it will be stayed in that Kanda. So in the Kanda area, Kundalini is present in Kundali Kutilakara. It is talking about the Kutilakara. Kutilakara means coiled shape. It always in the twisted or coil. As I always know how this is called as the coiled shape. The Kundalini is present in this shape, in the Kanda area. Sarvabat Parikritita means which is already means known by all the highest yogis. Okay, Sarvabat means Sarpabat. Sarpabat means it is like a serpent. Means how the snake will be. Just if you seen in the the sleeping snake, how the sleeping snake movement is there. The snake is like this in a coil shape. It is just a snake will be sleep in this way. In the same way, Kundalini fast here position is it is always present in a Kutilakara or in a coil shape like a snake. That is no doubt that Sakti Chalina Yana Sa Mukta Natra Sansaya means which is in the dormant state. The Kundalini is in a sleeping state that can be open up, or that can be we can awaken through only method that is called as the Sakti Chalana. And whenever you are able to flow the Sakti Chalana, your Kundalini Sakti to the your Lord Shiva reason or the highest state, then what happens through that? So that yogi he becomes feel or experience the Mukta Avastha. Mukta Avastha means he get the liberation or free from this world. Okay. The next, now he is defining here. So here the HATHAPRADIPIKA in Upadesha 3, here it is we getting the research also that where we seen Ida and Pingla are named are Ganga and Yamuna. So in this sloka, very, very important, 109, here it is mentioned Ganga Yamuna Madhye Balarandam Tapashini Balatakareణ Gruhani Yat Dvishnoho Parampadam. Ganga Yamuna Madhye means which is the Ganga Yamuna Madhye. Ganga, here it is considered as the Ida and Yamuna is considered as here it is said in this sloka also it's telling the same. Ida Bhagavati Ganga. Means Ida, if you've seen in this picture, Ida is called as the Ganga. And Pingla is called as your what? Yamuna. So what is said here in this sloka, the Ganga Yamuna Madhye means both the nostril, what is the Ida and Pingla is there. in the between, who is present? He is just given an example that Balaranda. Balaranda means the woman which is young widow. Means, whenever means in the previous society, what happens that we are just married a little girl. So whenever we are married a little girl to a old man, after the old man will be died, that means that poverty will be not come to that girl, but her husband become died. So that girl is called as the Balaranda. All of you getting? Balaranda means? Yes?
Ma'am,
Balaranda.
please repeat again.
Balarandam means, Bala means the young, Randam means the widow. Okay. So in the previous society means whenever we are become at that time, what happens? Thus women are neglected by the society. So what they are doing? The Balya Vibhav, which one is called? The child marriage. So what happens? Without a woman or without a child, girl child getting poverty, means menstruation cycle is not there. But still, we are just married to a person at that time period. So suppose a girl child is married to a old person, and after 1 year or 2 years, that person, old person, is getting died. So whenever he died, what happened? That girl is become called as young widow or Balarandam. Means without attempting any type of, means there is no sexual activity will be there to that girl, because no poverty is there, na. So that girl is called as here Balaranda. So the Balaranda Tapaswini, they are given one explanation to that Balaranda Tapaswini. Means she is not attempting any type of sexual activity, but Balatkarana, when someone is doing any Balatkar, means like doing any forcefully physical activities trying to do, what happens? The form or the flow of the nectar which is forming in a very speed way, or it will be forcefully whenever we are applying something, what happens? The force will be more on that. So that in that way, here it is said that Ganga and Yamuna, in between who is present, that is who is present, that is the Susumna, or Kundalini is present in the Susumna. But he just compared that Kundalini as a Baladanda, that he is not involved in any sexual activity. But whenever Balatkara is there, means whenever he is just forcefully doing any activity, what happens? It will be a forceful way movement will be happen in that child. Okay, and he becomes just feel a different, what we can say that forcefully. Whenever something is performing very forcefully, so it is one way we can say that the Shakti or energy will be, it will be go in an upper moment. So according to that way it is so, but the description is a little bit different. Okay, so what Grahanitya means, one is able to seize and take the Parampada. Means if you are practicing the Sakti Chalana Kriya, so if someone is also forcefully trying to do the sexual activity also, there will be no secretion of that semen, or no secretion of the rajas will be there. So that person becomes seized. Okay. While forcing also, he becomes able to seize his rajas. So in that way, here it is given an example. And whenever he becomes seized, then the girl will be get the Parampadam. Means he is able to get the supreme state of Vishnu. All of you getting? Please confirm. Balarandam, all of you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Ha. So next it is more clear in this sloka. Here it is said, Ida Bhagavati Ganga, Pingala Yamuna Nadi. Means Ida means where is the which area? Left or right?
Left nostril, ma'am.
Left nostril. Yes, very good. The left one is here. If you seen in this picture, this one is Ida, and the right one is the Pingala. So what here it is considered? Ida is called as the Ganga and Pingala is called as the Yamuna. Ida Pingala yor madhye Balarandacha Kundalini. Means in this middle, who is present? In this middle it is Susumna. But what the sloka is telling here? Now Kundali is the Balaranda who is present in this middle of the Ida and Pingala, which is the middle of the Ganga and Yamuna. Okay. So after that again he is telling Puche Pragohya Bhujangi Supta Murdha Adhecha Tam Nidra Vihaya Sasaktir Urdha Tistate Hatat. Means whenever this forceful movement will be happen, what happen? The Puche means where you need to do. Puche means the tail. Okay, the tail. Pragya means having thus grasped. Whenever you are holding any tail, whose tail? Means here it is said that Bhujangim. Means if you are just holding any tail of a serpent, what happens? If it is in a sleeping state, suppose a snake you are seeing, it is a sleeping state. Okay, in this state the snake is present. Whenever you are holding his tail area, this area, what happens? Whenever you are hold, he becomes calm in this state. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or
Wake
no?
up.
Just wakens.
Wake
The same thing is here it is discussing. Whenever you are holding the tail, the serpent who is in sleeping state or dormant state, udbodhyat, means he becomes awakened. Okay. So here also Kundalini is also in the sleeping state. You have to rage or you have to rage up or try to do the awakening state by forcefully practicing of the Hatha Yoga. What are the Hatha Yoga practices are there? You have to do it to awakening the Kundalini. So first, here means the last one, he is telling you have to perform the Sakti Chalana Mudra, Sakti Chalana Kriya. Sakti, remember Sakti Chalana is also mentioned in which another text we also completed. Yes, who can tell me about the discussion of Sakti Chalana? Yes, no one. Remember, if you will go in this way, then it will be very good. Because in the next month only you having exam, but now you are telling you don't know what is the comparative study. Whenever I am asking, you don't know where it is defined. Who can tell me where Sakti Chalana Kriya is defined in which text? Yog Bij or Siddha Siddhanta Padati or Karani Samhita? Where? You just guess at least in which text?
Ma'am, it's in Garen Sahita.
Karani Samhita or
Also
in which
in HATHAPRADIPIKA.
HATHAPRADIPIKA, obviously it is there. Yes, any Yog Bij or Siddha Siddhanta is talking about Sakti Chalana Kriya?
Ma'am, Yog Bij.
Yes, it is described in Yog Bij. He just first Gorakshnath is telling you first need to do the Sakti Chalana Kriya. After whenever you are getting mastery over the Sakti Chalana Kriya, then only you will go for the next Kumbhaka practice. No one remember. Okay, here let's see what Sakti Chalana Mudra is discussing here. Avasthita chaiva phanabati sa pratascha sayang praharadra matram prapurya suryat paridhana yuktya pragruhya nityam parichalaniya. Avasthita means by situating chaiva means it is needed that having a hood means how the cobra means it is continuing that what is discussed in there means whenever you are holding any tail of a serpent, what happens? He becomes waken up. The same way here it is said that you have to just do in which way you need to do now to Kundalini awaken. You have to perform like Prataha and Sayam. Okay, Pratah cha Sayam. is you have to do this practice, this Sakti Chalana practice, when Pratha time, in the morning time, and in the evening time, Praharadra Matram. Praharadra means Prahara. Prahara means what is the measurement? So here Prahara means that is considering approximately 1.5 means 1.5 hour. Okay, but actual that is 96 minutes. Please write down that is the actual is 96. 48 is 1 prahar, 48 minutes. 1 prahar equal to 48. So here it is said that Praharadra Matram, but here it is in the next sloka it is discussed that 2 prahara you have to do Vitarasti Matram to Vistaran Chaturangalam Dhavalang Vestir. Yes. So 2 prahara it is defined. So 2 prahara means Praharadra Matram means 1 prahara is 48. Okay. The half. So for a Sayang means Pratascha and Sayangsha. Sorry, Praharam, Ratram, Matram. For half a prahara, half that is not. It is a wrong statement. Half. I need to change this one. So prahara means 48. So whenever 2 prahara will becomes, that is the 96 minute. So 96 minutes is most probably approximately 1.5. So you have to do, it is for 1 hour 30 minutes. Okay. So that you have to practice for 96 minutes. What you need to practice? The Sakti Chalana Kriya. In which time period? Morning time and evening time. For what is the purpose behind it? To awakening the kundalini. Okay. And what you need to do for that? You have to breathe through the nostril means, and nostril means here right nostril, that is the Suryat. Okay, Purnaya, Prapunya Suryat means you have to breathe through the right nostril and do this Kriya by Sakti Chalana Kriya properly, so that the Kundali which is in the dormant state, that should be awakened. Okay. How much time you need to do? 96 minutes, which is approximately 1.5 hour, but 1 prayer is 48 minutes. Again, he is telling Urudha Vitasti Matra, means now he is telling about the position where the Kundalini is present, where is the what is the place of measurement is there. It is very, very important according to the major point of view. Urdha Vitasti Matram Tu Vistaran Chaturangalam Mrudalang Dhavalang Prokta Vestitambaram Lakshanam. What is the Lakshana and what is the position of the Kandha? Here it is described. The Kandha is present in which area? Situated above the anus area. Means anus area it is present, and 1 Vitasti is the length of that Kandha, and the width is 4 angula. Is 4 finger. Okay. And 1 Vitasti means we already discussed. 1 Vitasti means 1 hand. 1 hand span. Have you know? Yes. 1 Vitasti means 1 hand. How much is 1 hand? This one is called 1 hand.
Elbow to the
Elbow to the your tip of the finger. Okay. And in the if you are measured through the fingers, that if you seen in this 9 inches, or that is your 16 fingers is 1 16 fingers is 1 bistar. Okay, Vitasti is 16 finger. How you will be know for 16? This is your 4. After that, again 4, again 4, again 4, like this way. Okay, 4, 4, 8, again 4, 12, again 4, 16. So this is called also, this measurement is also 1 Vitasti. All of you getting? What is the measurement of one Vitasti? Yes?
16. No, 16.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Ankita ji, what you are telling?
Ma'am, one handstand or
One Vitasti is the length of the Kandha. Okay. That one Vitasti is one hand, or one hand equal to, here I am already mentioned here in the slide, the measurements are there. One hand or 9 inches or 20 to 24 cm or 12 fingers. How you are taking the 12 fingers, that I am showing now. All of you getting the what is the measurement?
ma'am, it is the same as using dhoti.
That one only. Then the breadth is, the width is 4 angul, means 4 fingers, only 4 fingers breadth. And what is the position? Position have you getting? This Kandha position length is 1 vitasti and the width is 4 angulam. Means so that is your chaturangulam. Vitasti, 1 vitasti, chaturangulam. These two words you have to remember. Yes.
16 fingers, right? Here it is written 12 fingers.
Oh, sorry, by mistake. Yeah, here.
Ma'am, in dhoti, 15 handspan length, right?
15 hands? No. The long one is yes. In Basti, that is 15 fingers. Okay, and what is the nature of your Kandha? That is, the color is white, and the Mrudalam means it is soft in nature, and it's wrapped in a like Vestita Lamaram Lakshana, means how the Kundalini is present. It is just covered with the envelope with a cloth, like in that way, and that cloth is considered a here Susumna, because first Susumna need to broken up, and Susumna need to flow properly. Then only in between, inside the Susumna, Kundalini is there. So that will be comes out when Susumna will be flow properly. So that here Swatmaram is prescribed. First you need to do the pranayam practice so that Susumna will be first open up properly. When Susumna will be open up, then only this situation will be comes out. That whenever you are practicing Sakti Chalana Kriya, then only with the proper position of the Kandha, that becomes heated properly, and the Kundalini, which is in the dormant state, that will be comes out in the awakening state in the Kandha area. Okay. So here it is, according to the slokas, it is the Kandha place here. So here it is the also starting stage of the Susumna Nadi. So as we discussed previously, first you need to flow or channelize the Susumna by practicing the pranayam. Then only this area getting heated properly, and it becomes smooth, and it becomes very soft whenever it will be woken up. The next is Sati. What is the procedure need to perform in Sakti Chalana Kriya? Sati Vajrasane Padau Karabhyang Dharayat Drudham. Means here it is talking about Vajrasana. Means which asana according to the Swatmaram? What is the which asana? Another name is Vajrasana? Siddhasana. Means this asana. Siddhasana, you have to first come in Siddhasana posture, where both the heels should be touching to your one lower heel should be touching to your perineum, and one will be close towards your linga. Then you have to keep it your leg position like this. One heel should be above the another heel. Then Vajrasana Padau Karabhyam Dharayat, means you have to hold your heel here it is safe, but here the hand position is wrong. I'm just remembering purpose. I keep this image that you have to remember that which one is the Siddhasana. So first you have to sit Sati Vajrasana, means you have to come in Vajrasana. Then Padu Karabhan Dharayat Trudha, means you have to hold your heel or ankle very tightly or very strongly. Then Gulpho Vadasha Samipe Cha Kandham Tatra Prapidayat, means you have to wear your Gulpha means your heel. Okay, one should keep that Kandha Tatra Prapidayat, means where your Kandha is present. Where is Kandha is present? This is the near the anus area, anus region. So here it is, you need to keep your heel towards this Kandha places. Okay. So whenever you are sitting in Vajrasana, you are holding your ankle and you are just keeping your heel towards the anus region properly and where the Kandha is present. So what happened to that? After that, now Vajrasana Sthita Yogi Chalayitva Cha Kundalim. Then only that person who is sitting in this Vajrasana position try to move the Kundalini. Okay, how the Kundalini will be moved then? By sitting only that position? No. Again in the next line he is telling Kuryat Tadantaram Vastran Kundalimasu Bodhayet, means the Vastri Kriya you have to perform to open up or to just Jagrat Avastha, means you have to, if you want to awakening your Bodhayat Kundalini. Bodhayat means which is in the dormant state, that Kundalini if you want to awaken, then you have to perform the Vastri Kriya by sitting in the Vajrasana. Okay. Then what you need to do? Bhanuru Kunchanam Kuryat Kundaling Chalayat Tataha. Bhanoho. Bhanoho means that is the synonym of sun. So you have to contracting the area of where the sun is present. So in which area my sun is present? Yes.
Manipura.
Yes, navel region. Very good. The navel region means it is talking about the Manipura Chakra, so where the sun is present. You have to contract that area so that your Kundalini will be Chalayat Tataha, means Kundalini will be moved. Or it move means it will be open up slowly whenever you are contracting the navel region. Then Mrityu Bhatra Gatasya P Tasya Mrityu Bhayam Kutaha, means who is able to open up or who is able to awakening the Kundalini. That means the mouth of the death. The mouth of the death means who is able to, suppose no fear of the death is there. In that case, here it is written, Mrityu Bhatra Gatasya, means one who is facing the mouth of death. Okay, he becomes fearless. If you say, suppose someone is face any accident that is nearby death, okay, that type of experience that will be not give any fear to that person who is practicing the Sakti Chakra and try to awakening his Kundalini. Okay, this is the one benefit. First, he is discussing that the fear of death will be removed, and another benefit is also before about the Sakti Chalana. He already Satmara mentioned that if one want to get the moksha or mukti, then that person should be follow the Sakti Chalana Kriya. So after that, he is telling Muhurta Daya Paryantam Nirbhayam Chalana Dasho Urdhama Krushne Kinchit Susumnayan Samudgata. Okay, here it is mentioned, as I discussed in the previous sloka, for a period of 2 muhurta. Okay, 2 muhurta will becomes as your, one muhurta is 48 minutes, then 2 muhurta is how much minutes?
96 minutes.
96 minutes, most probably 1 hour and half minute you need to do the practice. Then Nirbhayam, fearless will be there, and Chalana Dasho means so the moment of the Kundalini will be go upward direction, and one is able to rise up or will be able to flow the energy properly in the Susumna Nadi. So automatically the Kundalini will awaken. That means that person's Susumna Nadi will be properly channelized. So that are linked to each other. So how much time you need to do the practice? That is the 2 muhurta. That is 96 minutes you need to do this practice. Okay, then slowly your Susumna Nadi will be flow properly and the Kundalini becomes resonant. Next, Tena Kundalini Tasyaha Susumnaya Mukham Dhrubam Jahati Tasmat Pranayam Susumnan Brajati Swata. Means in this way you can do the, for Kundalini awakening and awaken will be possible in the Susumna Nadi, and which is the entrance once Kundalini will be enter in the Susumna Nadi or in the mouth of the Susumna firmly, and slowly it will be go upward direction, and this is because of the prana when vitalized in the proper way, when it will be channelized in the proper way, because whenever you are contracting your kandha place, automatically the apana will be go upward direction. That is the practices will be going. When you do this practice, your Susumna will be properly channelized, then your Kundali will be enter in the Susumna properly and will be go upward direction with the Susumna. Okay. The next, Tasmat Sanchala Yanatyam Shukha Suptar Marudhatyam Tasyaha Sanchala Neneva Yogi Rogehya Pramuchyate. Therefore, all the yogi who are the sadhaks always try to activate Sanchalayat, constantly try to activate the Sukham Suptam, which will give you pleasant to the Arundha, means it is the another synonym of Kundalini, that is the Arundhati. Okay. So always one person, the yogi or the practitioner, always try to do the practice in that way, so that he is able to reach the state of the highest. Okay, or will be get the moksha. How that moksha will be get? Whenever he channelized his Arundhati, channelized his Kundalini regularly basis. Try to do the practice in the regular basis. By slowly, whenever he is just trying to do the practice, the yogi is become free from the any type of disease, and he get the liberation. These are the two another benefit here it is discussed. One become disease free. Yogi rogeihi pramuchyate means no neighbor yogi, means no disease will be get by that person, and he become pramuchyate means become liberated. Okay. The next, Yena Sanchalita Saktihi Sayogi Siddhi Bhajanam Kimatra Bohunaktena Kalam Jayati Lilaya. It is another benefit. That is the person who is practicing in this way, or Sanchalita, the Kundalini will be awakened or activate. What happens? Now Siddhi Bhajanam. Siddhi means all type of Siddhi will be get that by that yogi, who is the practitioner of Sakti Chalana Kriya or Sakti Chalana Bandha. Next he is telling Bohunaktena Kalam Jayati, means he become immortal. Means he become no death will be occurs to that person. Kalam Jayati means victory over his death, or become overcome from the death. So that person is immortal. The immortality will be get by that person, and also conquer over the time, and as well as conquer over the death. Okay, without any effort. Means whenever you are practicing the Sakti Chalana. So these are the another three benefits. One is get all type of siddhis. Second is victory over the time. Third is victory over the death without any effort. Then Brahmacharya Ratasya Nityam Hitam Ikasinaha Mandalat Drushyate Siddhihi Kundalaya Abhyasa Yogina. Means what, which type of what a yogi need to follow? Now Brahmacharya. Okay, first one need to devote it to his Brahmacharya and regularly do the practice of Mitahara. Always try to eat the moderate food. And when this method, means this Sakti Chalana Kriya will be performed with Brahmacharya and with diet food, after a cycle, means mandalam. Mandalat means it is talking about the time period. usually 40 days. After getting the 40 days of practice, that person or yogi will be enriching that perfection state. Okay, that perfection state means properly his kundalini will be awakened. So that is said here, and he will be attain the yogic powers, different type of siddhis or success after practicing the 40 days only. Okay, but here it is described that how much time one need to do the practice of the Jalana Kriya? Yes,
40 days.
40 days you need to perform. Okay, so to get, whenever you are performing 40 days, what will the benefit? What is the benefit?
Kundalini started rising.
Yes,
And Kundalini started rising up.
Kundalini is started rising and you become perfect in the yoga sadhana. Okay, you attain perfection. Here is written na dasyate siddhi. Dasyate siddhi means you get the perfection in the siddhis. Only little bit slides. We'll continue this one. Only this much is left. Sure. Let me complete this one. Please be with this. तो कुंडलिं चलयित्वा तु भस्त्रा कुर्यात् द्विजतः एवं अभ्यास्यते नित्यं यमिनो यमभिः कुतः. Means that if one is practicing the same Shakti Chalana Kriya, there will be no fear of yama. Yama means fear of yama means it is yama means here it is considered not the rules. Yama means here it is describing that who is the king of the god of the death. So that person is called as yama here. So if one is practicing in this way, there will be no fear of the death. Again and again he is telling no fear of the yama, who is the god of death, and that person becomes self-control who is practicing it regularly. Okay. The next is telling Dvasapta Ti Sahasranang Nadinang. Means again he is describing here how many nadis are there. A total 72,000 nadis. That is the Dvasaptati Sahasranang Nadinang Malashodhana. Means all the nadis become getting purified whenever one is practicing the Shakti Chalana Kriya. Shakti Chalana Kriya means you have to sit in Siddhasana and perform the Vastrika Kriya. So that if you are performing properly, then there is the clearance of the all nadis. Utaha prakhyala no upayaha kundala abhyasanatrute. Means method of cleansing, there is no requirement of cleansing process. Means what are the satkriyas are said here according to that. What other methods are there to cleanse the 72,000 nadis? That becomes clear up without performing that. If you are practicing the Shakti Chalana Kriya. Next he is telling Iyam tu madhyama nadi druda abhyasena yoginam asana pranayama mudra vihi sarala bhavet. Means what is the sequence one need to do? Now if you want to open up your middle nadi, that is the susumna, or you want to establish your kundalini in the susumna nadi, then what you need to follow? Now first is asana, next is your pranasayam. Pranasayam means it's automatically it is said that control of the breath. The control of breath means which practice is just talking about? Yes? Control over the breath. That means which practice?
Kevala Kumbha.
Keval Kumbha means talking about the pranayam. So asana you have to perform, then you need to do the pranayam, then mudra, then you have to sarala. Whenever you are performing in this way, then only that person, the practicing yogi will very easily, sarala means very easily will be get that state where through which susumna nadi will be flow properly, and you will get that higher state. अभ्यासे तो विनिन्द्राणां मनो धृत्वा समाधिना Rudrani va paramudra bhadrang siddhi prayachati. Means those who are not pointed out, means abhyasetu vinadranaha. By practicing it properly only, vinadrana means those who are free from sleep, means who are the regular practitioner. Okay, so they are become free from sleep, and whose mind is manaha gritva, means withdraw, means when that mind becomes control or become withdraw from the other sense organs or the materialistic worlds. That person is samadhina. That person is able to concentrate in the meditation and will go in a deeper meditation state, which is called as the samadhi. Rudrani mudra. Here it is prescribed. There is no discussion in the mudra about the Rudrani, but here in this sloka he is telling about Rudrani mudra and Paramudra. Two mudra is discussed here. Rudrani and Paramudra are you need to perform Bhadram, means it will be properly you have to do. The Rudrani is otherwise known as Sambhavi Mudra, means you are focusing to a point properly. So that is called as the Sambhavi Mudra. Another name is Rudrani. But you need to remember here, beside this 10 Mudra and Bandha, more one Mudra is Shatmaram is discussing, that is known as Rudrani Mudra, which is the Sambhavi Mudra. Okay, so Rudrani Mudra or Paramudra or Sambhavi, these are the three names of this Mudra here in this sloka it is discussed. Okay, whenever you are performing this Mudra and doing the Satyachalana Kriya in the proper method wise, the Siddhi will be get by that person. Raja Yogam Vina Prithvi Raja Yogam Vina Nisa Raja Yogam Vina Mudra Vichitrapi Na Sobhate. Means without Raja Yoga, the earth, night and Mudra, even if varied, does not shine. Means if you are not doing your Raja Yoga, then you are not able to do anything. Okay, and as in the first chapter, Satmaram is telling, Hatha Yoga Bina Raja Yoga will be not possible, and without Raja Yoga, Hatha Yoga is also not possible. The same way he is just giving the same statement importance. The earth without Raja Yoga cannot be possible. The night without the Raja Yoga means that is also not possible. Even the various mudras also without Raja Yoga are useless. So there is no beautiful in this nature. So if you want to perform all the things, then you first need to do the Raja Yoga practice. Next, Marutasya Vidhi Sarva Manayuktam Sama Abhyashet Itadratra Na Kartabhya Manavrutim Nishina. Means all the Marutasya means air. It is talking about the air Vidhi. Vidhi means the methods to controlling your Maruta, means that is talking about the pranayam. Means whenever you are following the all pranayam methods, and you manoyuktam abhyashita, means by practicing of pranayam, whenever you concentrate your mind, itaratra na kartabhya manavruti manoshinaha, means who is the wise person, who are the intelligent person are there, sadhak are there, he always try to just try to control over his manavruti. Manavruti means that is a control over his all type of chitta vritti. Chitta vritti means what type of thoughts are coming in your mind. The vrittis, the modifications are there. The wise person always try to control his mind by practicing the pranayam. Okay, and concentrate his mind. Iti mudra dasha prokta adinathayana shubhanam ekaika tasu yaminam Mahasiddhi Pratidandi, means these are the 10 methods of mudras which is told by the Adinath or the Sambhu. Okay, each one is will be give as different benefits. All, if one yogi or the sadhak want to get the siddhi, then he must be follow these 10 mudras, what is discussed or what is said by the Adinath. Upadesam hi mudranam Yo datte sampradayikam sa eva Sri Guruhu Swami Sakhyadeshwara evasha. Means or who should Upadesha hi mudra means what are the mudras instructions are given. So that one should follow according to their guru's instruction. And in the means you have to believe that your guru is form of Iswar. In that way, you have to receive all the knowledge and try to perform all the practice. Okay. Then only Tasya Bhakya Paro means what is the said by your guru. Bhutva Mudra Bhyasi Samahitaha. Whatever the prescribed format will be said by your guru about this mudra practice, you have to follow that. Then only the animadya gunehi sardha labhate kala bachanam. Then only many type of qualities like anima. Anima is a one kind of what is anima? If anyone can anyone define?
Siddhi, it is a siddhi.
Yes.
Lightness of the body. Siddhi.
Yes, it is one of the Ashtasiddhi. So if all will be the practitioner who is practicing the all mudras by his guru's instruction, then he will be get the anima and becomes labhate kala bachanam, becomes overcome from the death or time. Okay, so these are your Upadesa 3. So all of you remember? All of you understood? Just tell me. You can unmute and tell me now.
Yes, ma'am.
I know little bit because of the classes are little break in between, so maybe your flow will be goes regarding the HATHAPRADIPIKA, but all of you try to complete. How many of you completed your notes till now? I'm talking about HATHAPRADIPIKA only.
Ma'am, today's
Yes.
note is not. Ma'am, today's notes I have to be completed.
Okay, what about others? Ankita ji only continuing his notes. Yes, Sumaji?
Ma'am, one class is pending. Test was there. Before that class, I have to write from that one. 26th class,
Acha.
25th.
All of and Sukanya ma'am, are you available to say something or not? It is not possible to you. Just
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I'm also one class is pending, ma'am. That Vajroli and the Sakachol that I have to complete.
okay, then all of you try to complete and try to complete your short notes also, if possible. Because if you did long notes, then try to complete your short notes also by tomorrow. I hope all of you continuing your short notes also. Yes, short notes is also